Hello YouTube, today we have another video for you guys today, and today this video is going to be about a expansion pack that was released for one of my favorite games. This game is Forsaken World. If you guys don't know about it, it is a free-to-play MMO, and it is, in my opinion, one of the best free-to-play MMOs out there. I just really, I mean, it's got good quest dialogue, and it's a good combat system, and there's a lot of instances. They just actually released a new instance. It's a solo instance, and it's really hard. I tried it on my main character. I have a couple different characters today on my account. I have my main, which is the 61 vampire, and then I have two other side ones. And well, in this new expansion pack, if you do play, they actually released a new race, and that race is Lycans. Because before they had vampires, but they didn't have Lycans. So, I mean, they just released Lycans today, and I created a character, played it up to level 12 so far. And, yeah, I'm just going to go a little bit through the expansion and what I think. And, yeah, so let's get into it. So, the expansion did not raise the level cap. I wasn't sure if it was going to or not, but it did not. From what I have seen so far, I don't think it has. Still level 80 is the max. Let's see, what else did I think? There's actually in the area store, there's actually nothing for the Lycans in the race tab yet, so they have yet to get any racial outfits. They do work with all mounts, so it's nothing too spectacular there. They also got some new stuff in the store. So I mean, we got a couple new packs. So what else? So we'll go back to the character creation really quick. So we'll go through the character creation of a Lycan really quick. Alright, so Lycans, they have male or female, and this interesting thing about this is males can only be assassins, and females can only be priests, which is interesting. And there's no werewolf class, which I kind of figured that would be the case, but you can only be an assassin, and you know, these are the customization options. As usual, they do a great job on character detail and customization, so very cool. Lots of stuff to choose from. So, yeah, so I chose a male Lycan because I wanted to be an assassin. So, I've only played through it up to level 12, and I was kind of wondering how they were going to do the lore behind the Lycans, since they already had werewolves in the game before this update, and the werewolves were kind of like these angry, uncontrollable beasts before. But they actually did a pretty, not an amazing job with the lore, but they did a pretty decent job, enough to make you understand. But yeah, so the animations for Lycans still, they look pretty cool. His special jump thing is a front flip, which is pretty cool. What I've seen so far in terms of armor, all of their armor literally looks the same. Like, I'm not even joking. It all pretty much looks the same. Like, I mean, there's just a difference in the fur, but other than that, it's pretty much the same there. Pants are literally the exact same thing for there. Boots are literally the exact same thing for those two. And those are actually the same thing. But yeah, so far, up to level 12, it is like the exact same thing. And I really don't know where I'm supposed to use this at. This is one of the things that I encountered while I was trying to level up my Lycan, is that I cannot figure out where to use this thing for the oh, there we go. Wow. Got it. Anyways. But yeah, so I mean, this is just the new character. His mechanics are a bit different. They have this thing down here where if you do continuous combat, like attack one enemy after another, you get bonuses in attack, which is pretty cool. So I mean, it's more of a offensive. It makes the assassin even more offensive than it was before, which is pretty cool. You do have. I'm not sure if the regular assassin has moon mist, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. But it says wind-like speed makes you invisible to almost all enemies. So when you move, it just gives you an increased movement speed. Holy crap! I have to kill that thing. That's a pretty beastly looking boss for level 1. I wish there was some like level 60 stuff that looked like that. That's crazy. Anyways, so let's get into this combat right here, and I'll show you a little bit of mechanics. This is the werewolf mechanic. You just hit it. It's like the vampire mechanic, but yeah. So it's kind of like the vampire mechanic, but not at the same time. The difference is the more you do abilities that are from your class, like assassin abilities, you get to stay in werewolf form longer, and werewolf form increases your speed by 15%, and increases your casting speed by 15%, which makes you able to deal out more damage, which is very nice. There's no like specific werewolf class yet that I know of, so I mean, it is new, kind of, but I mean, all the mechanics kind of have been here before. There's nothing really super innovative about. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. Super innovative about this class. I mean, it's basically. I'm assuming that this class was made just to appease the people that were asking why there were not werewolves in the game if there were vampires. So, I really don't know though. But there you go. That's pretty much the werewolf aspect of this update. They also released the Hell Road instance, which I can't show you here because it's a level 60 and up instance. It's a solo instance. You go from room to room, and basically it's really hard. It's hard on my main account because it's a vampire and it can't take damage, but for vampire solo it's pretty hard. Yeah, they also released a new area, which is right here, which is the Eclipse Hollow, and this is where as you've probably noticed, this is where all the werewolves are. They did a pretty good job in the area. I think it looks very nice. It matches the rest of the world pretty well. That is some sweet gear. I'm hoping you can get that later on. Yeah. Call of Duty. Go to Freedom Harbor. Wow, I cannot speak today. But yeah, so they released that new instance. They released this class, and they said they balanced abilities. I don't really know what they balanced or not, because they obviously didn't do anything to the vampire class, which is what I play pretty much all the time. But I have no idea which classes they balanced. I'm assuming they balanced assassins and priests because those are the two classes that went into werewolves. So that's what I think. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, so there's no new Battlefield instances, sadly, which I kind of wish there was another Battlefield instance. I really like what they did with that. No new mounts, no new fashion. Trying to think what else they really did besides just release this. Oh yeah, they obviously with the new instance they added new bosses, which I have not even gotten to yet because I couldn't even get past the first thing. I'm gonna need to work on that, but oh my god, this dude is standing right there on top of them. Boom. Freedom Harbor. So let's see. They changed some things about the about the Shelia's market or Shelia's market. You now have to have a certain amount of main quests completed in order to unlock your free gifts for each level. So so you can't just sit there and basically just do AFK training, because you won't have the quests done to gain your free stuff. What other things did they change? They really didn't change anything else in this. So that was pretty much the only thing that changed in there. Pets are pretty much the same. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure I've covered everything that happened in this update. What do I think about the Lycans? I think they're alright. I don't know if I'm going to play this account that much, but I'll level them up to probably like 40 or so, and then when I like max out my vampire, I'll probably switch over to the Lycan and do some of that. But for now, I'm just going to stick with my vampire because I like it a lot better. And today, by the way, since this update just came out, there's been like 1,000,001 Lycans running around. I'll probably be able to find some. Let's see, there's one right there, I think. There's one right there. Let's see if I can find any other ones. There's probably a bunch over here. There's one. And yeah, so there's one right there too. So like I said, there's a lot of Lycans right now just because they're trying to test out this new update, which is it's pretty good. It's nothing major. I thought it was going to be a much more major update, but it's just a little. It's not really as big as I thought it was going to be, but whatever. Still cool. And if you haven't checked out this update, I really recommend it. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.